I get very overwhelmed in supermarkets. That's probably one of my biggest sensory challenges, probably mostly because of the noise and the lights and the colors.
We ran a large series of focus groups and then also some kind of work on social media as well. And the main outcome from that is we identified 6 kind of different key themes or areas that autistic people told us either make a space more enabling and more accessible, or alternatively made a public space a more challenging location to be in. And for a lot of people, it's the combination of all of those things together that can make an experience or a public space feel really difficult, because the overlay of all those different things happening all at the same time makes those spaces really challenging.
There's so much information to process at supermarkets. It's like every tin of beans or loaf of bread is shouting at me.
We explored all of the public spaces that autistic people find difficult. So it was places like supermarkets, it was restaurants and eateries, public transport, and all of these environments they were able to share with us what it was that they found difficult relating to their sensory processing.
I was involved in the project as a research assistant and designer. It was great to be involved as someone who has sensory processing disorder and is autistic, as I was able to contribute my own lived experience throughout the project and raise questions or ideas that I felt were important. I got involved as it is very important to me to create awareness of sensory processing difficulties, as they are a key part of what makes the world quite a disabling and uninviting place for myself and many other people.
Some supermarkets with the autism hour thing, they make changes like just turning the music off. It's actually the little sounds like the self-checkout talking and then the tannoy and then the music. I always envisioned it as a big spider web of things that might affect me.
Some people don't really understand that it's not just necessarily like a bit of discomfort, like it can actually be painful experiencing sensory overload, and like if you're in a noisy place it can feel so invasive. It's kind of a necessity to sometimes be removed from that situation, and you shouldn't be expected to just sit through it.
Like even the sound of someone breathing for me can like cause me to have a sensory overload, which I can go non-verbal when I'm really overwhelmed and they don't understand quite what's going on and they just think I'm rude. That can also be really hard.
People in our research project identified that neurotypical people generally underestimate the impact that sensory processing difficulties can have on someone's life. They don't appreciate the significant impact that it has on somebody's ability to engage with that space, to enjoy that space, and to be able to be in that location without feeling exhausted and overwhelmed and anxious.
Part of this project is we have recreated a supermarket based on descriptions from autistic people to give us an opportunity to try and understand that a little bit better.
What we want this research project to achieve is to educate people about not just kind of autism and sensory processing, but actually what are the small changes that businesses, organisations, public spaces could do that would make those spaces more accessible and more enabling for everybody.